Hello and welcome, Virgo. My name is Ms. Weets. This is your money, career, finance reading for the month of June. Well, for the rest of June. First, we're going to start off with a couple of pendulum readings, and then we might move into some initials, potential numbers, and letters. And then we'll get into the oracle and tarot card for additional messages. If you like this reading, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If it doesn't resonate with you, perhaps you just need to pass the message along because it may be for someone else. Pre-warning, I just wanted to let you know that not everything in this reading is bound to be sugar-coated. There are really no cherries on top. If you see something that doesn't seem so sweet and it's more sour or bitter, then just take it as Spirit wants you to know how to handle it or to be aware that this is taking place, okay? Like I said, pick up the message if it's yours. If it's not, put it down, leave it alone. Leave it alone. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to look at money matters pendulum and profession pendulum, okay? This may resonate with you. If not, that's okay. Let's see what the message is for Virgo. For Virgo. Art and literature. Okay. And banking industry, commerce, banking industry. So some of you may work in art or literature, or maybe some of you are reading something dealing with the banking and banking industry, looking to like have some sort of just investing, things like that. Okay, you could be looking into those things. Now let's take a look at the money matters. All right, money matters chart. What's important to Virgo? What do they need to know? All right. Financially unreliable, okay, or payments not made as they should be. All right, so you might need to check in what it is you're investing in or what it is that you are thinking about getting out of. Some of you are thinking about getting out of certain things because the payments or the things that you thought would come in and abundance are not being as abundant as you once thought they would be. Maybe it is an financially unreliable situation that you could be in, and it's not allowing you to make your payments when they should be made, or maybe it's just eating up your finances faster than what you thought. So you might want to put a big check into what it is that you're investing in. All right, now let's take a look at a few runes here. Before we do the runes, we need to look at some more of our pendulum. Okay, we need to look at some more of our pendulum. And this may come as an initial. This information may come in the form of a yes or no question, and as well as days of the week or even specific months. Okay, so Spirit, can you give Virgo what they need to know for the month of June? Okay. Wednesday is an important day whenever you're watching this video. And I have something around restrictions and setting tight schedules here that is important for the month of June as you're watching this video. The initials K, L, and M are important. The date or the number 3 or 4 and the number 9. Okay, 9 is representative of a conclusion. I just want to let you know that. And having a higher perspective of something. Okay. Let's see, is there anything else, any other signs that may be important? Okay, you could be dealing with the Pisces energy or the energy of dreams or thought patterns and connecting with a large group of people with the energy of Aquarius. Okay, now we are ready to move on to some oracle cards. And let's put in a little bit of music. All right, so let's look at the oracle cards here. For Virgo, for the month of June, the rest of June, financially, what needs to be known for Virgo? Okay, what rune are you getting? Ooh, Tiwaz. Okay, I had to think about that. I was like, what is this one? Tiwaz. Okay, so Tiwaz is about having leadership or taking the initiative or doing this something in honor of, like there's a greater, higher purpose for what it is that you're doing. I also feel like you could just literally be leading someone or inspiring someone, pushing someone forward, helping them go in an uphill battle. One more card. Ooh, Ansus. Ansus is about paying attention to your insight, your instincts, paying attention to synchronicities. It's communication with spirit. It's an answer. If you're asking like, man, I wonder if I should take this new position, or should I invest in such and such XYZ, fill in the blank. And if you come across a fortune cookie or anything that feels like it's giving you an answer, that is probably something you could take heed to, okay? Not all the time does spirit literally whisper in their ear. They use mundane things like billboard signs and things like that to give you an answer. And literally the rune Ansus means answer. It's communication. So you could be getting an answer to be put in a leadership position. Maybe you could be taking some sort of a role that requires you to be very responsible. Okay, you could be just taking a role that requires you, that could just put more, that requires you to put forth more energy and more effort into it, especially in the depiction of these people going uphill. Okay, all right, so let's get some more financial cards out to see what does June have to say for all of the Virgos out there. What does June have to say? Remember, not everything is going to be sugar-coated. No cherries on top. If it is cherries on top, then take it for what it is. But if it's not, it's okay. It's just something you need to be aware of. Cha-ching! Money rain. All right, so money is raining down on you. There's a large sum of money coming from somewhere. This could be from a new position, or either taking that higher road with the real Tiwas here. Get a loan. Wow, maybe you guys are getting some sort of a loan. Maybe you're getting an approval with the rune Ansus. Maybe you're getting a letter of approval. Remember, I told you that Ansus also just really represents communication. So you could be getting some sort of a loan or approval for a loan that's going to get you ahead of the game with the rune Tiwas here. One more card, okay? And this could be any kind of approval letter. Doesn't necessarily matter. You're coming out of this poverty consciousness of having this mindset of lack. That is what you're coming out of. And there are other people around you have this mindset, but you don't. You're not having that mindset. I see two cards that represent money. I see you in the front, and I see you getting an approval letter or some sort of an answer to go ahead of what you're normally at, and be pushed forward. Something is pushing you to make big moves here. I feel like the fear is being melted away. If you had any fear around anything that was kind of scary, if you're opening up a new business, or if you're thinking about, I don't know, even by something as simple as buying a pet, it doesn't matter. But let's go ahead, Virgo, and let's see more tarot cards about your primary focus for the month of June, any blockages coming to you for the month of June, strengths that you can draw upon, opportunities to be got, things that you can let go of, and things that you can move towards. Okay, and remember, if you got any numbers in your pendulum reading, go ahead and use those numbers as specific dates or times if you need to. Okay, this card just fell out. It is the Queen of Swords. So I'm seeing you being very smart and very cutthroat with things. I feel like you're going to be asked to be very honest about how you approach things. Like, this is you being, I don't want to call it being a bitch, but a lot of people associate the Queen of Swords with very cold-hearted, cutthroat, say it like it is. Have no fear in telling people the truth, because they respect you for that. That's why people respect the Queen of Swords. I respect the energy of the Queen of Swords a lot, because she is very honest in her delivery. And it's kind of like a no-nonsense approach. It's very smart too, and it's very tactile in order to get ahead. Okay, so I see you having like really brilliant ideas, playing things, not necessarily safe, but planning things out to where it is safe to assume that you can make this move to do what it is that you're wanting. That is your primary focus, is focusing on having the best outcome and gaining the respect of others, and even gaining the trust of others if you're being put in a leadership position. But what are the blockages in this situation? You are trying to fight. Okay, so you may be kind of like trying to hold your position. So I don't necessarily see you arguing, but I do see you having to prove your self-worth here with the Seven of Wands. And Seven of Wands is typically a card about having to stand your ground, having to like make sure that you like fight off the urge to doubt yourself, or don't allow people's thoughts about you to influence you to do something you don't want to do. That's the energy of the Queen of Swords peeking through. That's that smart girl energy. That's that boss mentality. You don't need anyone's approval to do anything, and you don't allow people's opinions of you to dictate who you are. Okay, now Now, if you are not in a position where you are not like defending yourself or standing up for yourself or advocating for yourself, the Queen of Swords is here to let you know that you need to stand up for yourself and you need to start advocating for yourself. Get your mind out of this poverty mindset or this sense of I can't do it type of energy, okay? Now, let's look and see what opportunities can you actually grab. Okay, what opportunities can you grab? Ooh, the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is about, it's a proposal for some. It's also about new relationships, and it's also about being excited about what's happening for you, feeling a sense of fulfillment over what you can accomplish. And it feels very dreamy to me as well. The Ace of Cups feels like, oh, I'm thinking about something that will give me a lot of satisfaction, and this can potentially open up new avenues to gain favor, new avenues to gain money, new avenues to gain success. And the success promotes the feeling of completion to me. That's what it feels like, okay? And also potential. Now let's take a look at the strengths that you're going to need to draw upon in order to get this to come into your fruition. All right. So we have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is very watching your back type of energy, making sure that you're going back and double checking. Some people can read it as being paranoid or feeling like you have been through so much and you just don't want to let this go. But to me, I'm going to say it's more about checking and double checking and making sure that you're doing things the right way. So there is a sense of paranoia behind it because you don't want to get it wrong, but you don't want to be so doggone paranoid to where you block yourself off from your own blessings. So there are some things that you can let through this wall right here. There's some things that you can let through. There are some people, some ideas that you can let through, and there are some things that you need to cut yourself off from because it's not conducive to what it is you're trying to accomplish here. That's what the energy of the Nine of Wands. You just have to kind of draw upon the strength of Queen of Swords to dictate which things, which values do I see as purposeful, or useful in my purpose here. Okay. Now let's take a look at some of the opportunities that you need to let go of. What opportunities do you need to let go of? What things can you move away from? We have the energy of the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is about doing things completely right to where they almost feel like you procrastinate because you're such a perfectionist. Okay, Virgo, I know that they say that Virgos are perfectionists, but you're being a little bit too perfect to where you're not even starting. Okay, so the fact that this Knight of Pentacles is in the past lets me know that in the past you were almost procrastinating with your ideas to where they weren't being brought to life. They were very slow moving, and I see things going a lot farther. I see a lot of money coming in. I see you being a recipient of what you've been putting out finally. Okay, so we're no longer in this stage where you're making slow money. We're making fast and hard money. Okay, you could be getting some sort of a loan coming through, like I said, or literally the money could just be coming from out of nowhere. Maybe there's a forgotten check that you had or something that's just coming to surprise you and be here just in the nick of time. Like there's going to be some sort of a leg up for the month of June. Okay, now let's go ahead and look into what is coming towards you. What is the energy coming towards you? For Virgo, what is energy coming towards you? Didn't I just tell you that you are going to be getting a rainfall of money? And this 10 of Pentacles to me represents money that comes from like your family, or money that is supporting your family, or people in your family, in your close-knit circle that are giving their trust to you. Okay, they're seeing the payoff that it's bringing. We come from slow money to fast money. Stuff is like really amping up. The energy of the number 10 represents completion and confidence. Okay, and I'm also seeing the energy of leadership here, you being the head of your household, being financially stable, and having a lot of respect. I'm looking at a person here with gray hair, and the gray hair to me means wisdom. The Queen of Swords is a card about wisdom because she used her intuition as well as her intellectual ability to make decisions upon when it comes to business, finance, anything in life. Okay, so whatever you're doing, you're getting an answer and you're receiving a call to go above and beyond. You might have to put in a little bit of work, making sure that you're allowing the right people to convince you, and only allowing things that are conducive to what you're trying to produce to come through this brick wall right here that you have built up. All right. This is going to assure that you keep your place with the Seven of Wands, and no one else is going to do it better than you are, because evidently you're coming into a lot of money, a lot of abundance. Like, it's going to come back to back to back is what I'm seeing. So Virgo, this message is for you. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If it didn't resonate, but you still liked it, give it a thumbs up. If not, pass it on to the next person. I appreciate you for listening to this entire video. Thank you. See you next time.